Hey, what's up YouTube? On this video, I'm going to share with you a formula how you can double your money. And if you take this formula seriously and you use it properly, you can actually calculate a way to quadruple your money. Now, when I was a kid, my dad used to tell me all the time, the fastest and most efficient way to double your money was to take $1 and then fold it in half and put it back in your pocket. Now, I know there's some wisdom in making sure that you're spending your money wisely to be able to have that grow, but this formula is for real and you're not going to want to miss it. My name is Paris Clough, and this is Financial Self-Reliance. On this channel, we talk about the mindsets and the skill sets of the wealthy so that you can learn how to manage, protect, and grow your money. If that sounds like the kind of content you're interested in, make sure you smash the like button so the YouTube algorithm can get this video out to as many people as possible. Now, in all honesty, this rule is pretty common and pretty familiar for a lot of people, especially those that have been around finance for a little while. Those that have studied a little bit of financial literacy will probably recognize this right away. But I promise to give you a few nuggets of information and a few little different ways of looking at it that will help you understand it a little bit better. It's called the Rule of 72. What is the Rule of 72? The Rule of 72 is a rule that if you take an interest rate that you're earning or spending and you divide it into the number 72, that will show you or tell you how long it will take for the money that you're earning at that interest rate to double. Or that will tell you how long it will take for the money that you're spending or you borrowed to double. You don't want your loans to double, you want your assets or your investments to double. So let me illustrate by sharing with you an actual formula and how it works. So let's say you're earning a 4% interest rate on your money. Well, 4 divided into 72 is 18. So what that means is that every 18 years your money is going to double. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't really want to wait 18 years for my money to double. I want to have my money double at a much faster pace. So we're going to talk about that in a minute, but just work with me on the concept here. So if you were 29 years old and you had $10,000 invested at 4%, by the time you were 37, that $10,000 would double to $20,000. Now, that means that it doubles all by itself. That's the magic and power of compound interest. You don't have to put any more money into that. You don't have to continue to contribute. If you did, it would actually be much more money. But this is just a concept to show you that the $10,000 all by itself at 29, no more additional money added, would become $20,000 18 years later. Now the cool thing about that is that 18 years after that, the 10,000 doesn't become 20,000 again. The 20,000 becomes 40,000. So you can see that the money continues to double. So at age 65, you have $40,000. Now $40,000 is a lot of money, but it's really not going to be enough to retire on. So the reality is you're going to have to get a much better rate of return. So what if we doubled the rate of return? What if we went from 4% to 8%? Would that double our result from 40,000 to 80,000? Let's take a look and see. All right, in this example, we're going to show 8%. Now 8 into 72 is 9, so every 9 years. So this money at 8% will double twice as often as the money that was at 4%. Because if you remember, 4% was 18 years, 8% is now 9 years. So let's say you're 29 years old, you have $10,000, and you put the money in the market at 8% and just let it sit. 9 years later, when you're 38 years old, that money's going to double from 10,000 to 20,000. From 38 to 47, or 9 more years, it doubles again from 20,000 to 40,000. Now we're talking here. So 47 years old now and you have $40,000. That's the same amount of money that you had at 4%, but you were 65 years old before you got it. That's a lot faster doubling as far as I'm concerned. Now still a little bit slow for me, but it's better than having to wait 18 years, that's for sure. So if you're 47 years old with $40,000 and you go 9 more years to age 56, now that $40,000 doubles to $80,000. So at age 56, you have $80,000. Now this is just from a seed money of $10,000 at 29. You've added no more money to this account. You've just let that $10,000 continue to compound, earning 8% year after year on average. Now at 56, you have $80,000. That's twice as much money as you had at 65 when you were only earning 4%. We have one more doubling in this particular example. So from 56 to 65, it doubles from $80,000 to $160,000. So let's compare. The example of 4% was at age 65, you would have 40,000. Just double the interest rate, and now you have 4 times the money at age 65 by doubling the interest rate. Do you see how powerful it is to have a good and strong interest rate? Interest rates make all the difference. You want to get a better rate of return on your money. All right, now let me show you an example from a spreadsheet that I created. So this is a calculator that I created many years ago to help my clients understand the power of compound interest and the power of inflation and the power of really understanding what is actually needed by the numbers to make it to retirement on time and with enough money to make it last. So the rule of 72 plays a big role in your retirement because you want to make sure you're earning the right rate of return so that you make it to retirement with enough money. Most people are putting their money in a savings account that's earning 0.1%. Well, 0.1 into 72 is 720. That's 720 years before your money will double. Do you see how ridiculous it is to put your money earning 0.1%? At 1%, it takes 72 years. At 2%, 36, etc., etc. So you see the power of getting a better or good interest rate is critical to your success in being able to retire on time. So let's say that you're turned 65 today and tomorrow you're retiring and you want to have money coming in on a monthly basis that's going to make sure that you can continue to stay retired and you never run out of money. So in today's dollars, how much money would you need or do you want to have coming in? Now, let's say that it was $3,000 a month, that was your goal and that's what you wanted to have. Let's say you're 29 years old today, you're 65 is your goal for retirement, that's 36 years, accounting for inflation at 2.5%, which is actually pretty conservative. In 36 years, it will take $7,297 to buy what $3,000 can buy today. That's just inflation. That's just math. There's no way around that. So that means you're going to need to have an annual income of $87,000 at a 4% withdrawal rate in order to live comfortably in retirement. So you're going to have $2.18 million, almost $2.2 million saved up in order to be able to live off $87,000 a month, which is going to be $7,000 a month, which is the same purchasing power today of $3,000 a month. So what does it take to get there? What are you going to have to do on a monthly basis to get there? Well, if you were only earning 4%, you would have to put away $2,200 a month. Do you have $2,200 a month to put that money away? I don't either. What if you double that to 8%? Now it's only $876 a month. That's still a lot of money for a lot of people, but it's way more doable than $2,200. Well, let's see if we can get a better rate of return. Let's see if we can go get 10%. What's 10%? $520. The most important part of this is the concept of having a better rate of return and having your money earn a better rate of return. That's the key thing here. Now the question might arise, where do I go to get 8, 9, or 10%? Well, let's take a look. So right now I'm on Investopedia.com, and the S&P 500 index originally began in 1926. From 1926 to 2018, the average rate of return was 10 to 11%. That's pretty awesome. However, from 1957 through 2018, that's been 8%. So where do you go to get 8, 9, or 10%? Well, you can go do that just with the S&P 500, which, by the way, is an index that's pretty common and pretty well known. I highly recommend you do your own due diligence as to which fund manager you use, but if you want to just have a set it and forget it, put money in there and let it go, then you want to be involved in an S&P 500 index. And there's some out there that are better than others, so just make sure you do your research. All right, the most important part of this is that I want you to realize the concept of getting a better rate of return. You want to make sure that the money that you're investing, that hard-earned money that you're investing, is not earning 1 or 2%. You have to at least hit 3% to beat inflation. So 4% is kind of barely the minimum, but as you saw with the numbers there, 4% doesn't really get you anywhere by 65. So you want to make sure that you're earning 8, 9, or 10% by getting your money in the market. Now, if you can earn more than that, all the better. In fact, this video has just been focused on how to have the rule of 72 work on your investment money. What if I shared with you the same rule applies to your business income? What if you had a business that was growing at 10 or 15% a year? You're going to have your income double under the same rules as the rule of 72. You can do the calculations on that, but definitely starting a business is going to be one of your fastest, most efficient ways to increasing your income and doubling your income over time. I hope you got a lot out of this video. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.